video, I'm going to share with you some songs that are really good for beginner singers. Now, I get asked a lot, can I recommend a good song? What song should I sing? And really, that does depend on your range, it depends on the type of songs you enjoy singing, and it depends on your skill level. I put together a list of songs that are good for different areas of singing. Now, what you want when you first start singing, well, for all singing, but particularly when you first start singing, you want to find songs that you enjoy singing that are a little bit challenging, but are not so difficult that you feel like you'll never be able to sing them. You also want to be realistic about your current skill level and your current vocal range. Now, it doesn't matter whether you're an alto, a soprano, or a baritone. Don't worry about those. It does help to know that when you're choosing songs, but it doesn't mean that one makes you a better singer. So sopranos aren't better singers than altos. They just have a different vocal range. And I get a lot of people coming in and they're like, oh, I want to change my voice to soprano. Well, you probably can't. If you're a natural alto, you might be able to get up into mezzo-soprano. Well, you probably will, with training, be able to get up into mezzo-soprano range. And if you're a mezzo-soprano, you might be able to get up into soprano range, but you want to stick to the area of your voice that sounds best. So you can dip into those, you can dip up into those or down into the lower ranges from time to time if the song suits or if the song requires, but you don't want to focus on ignoring your natural range and trying to force yourself to be able to sing in a range that you can't sing. I find that having a good range of songs to choose from helps you to then find other songs. So songs for complete beginners. So what I mean in this case is people who find it difficult to find tunes, to follow melodies. For complete beginners, I recommend Back to Black by Amy Winehouse. Now, that might come as a surprise to you, but actually when we properly listen to how Back to Black goes, that's the note there. He left no time to regret, right? So we're just on there for most of the verse. He left no time to regret, kept his dick wet, and only then does it change. With his same old safe bet. And then it goes back to what we've just sung. Me and my head high. And even in the chorus, it does change a little bit, but not much. Now, the chorus mainly follows the chord progression, so it's easy to follow. But even if you find that too difficult, you could just start with the verse. He left no time. Next is Mr. Brightside. That's very similar. The verses are pretty much on the same note. There's just a little bit of intonation. So I think it's here. I think it's there. It's there actually, C sharp. Coming out of my cage and I've been doing just fine. Gotta be down because I want it all. Started out with a kiss. How did it end up like this? It was only a kiss. It was only a kiss. So it moves a little bit, and then in the chorus again we've got a little bit of melody, but if you feel comfortable with the verse, by listening to the chorus, just the chorus after you've mastered the verse, then you're going to feel a little bit more confident. Jealousy, turning saints into the sea, swimming through sick lullabies, and it's a lot more talky than it is singy. Same with Back to Black. You don't have to go, he left no time to regret. You don't have to do all that. You could just, he left no time to regret, and just get the tune. So next is another great song for singers. It is a bit more melodic. We've got Lean on Me by Bill Withers, and the last one is Lovely Day. Okay, we do have that really, really long note for Lovely Day, but if you practice that, it's going to be great for your vocal control and your breath control. All of these are also really good for breath control. So, lean on me when you're not strong. I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on. And it just follows a really easy pattern. Sometimes in our lives, we all have pain. We all have sorrow, and then that repeats. And again, it's more talky than it is singy, so you don't have to go, sometimes in our lives lives. You don't have to do that. You can just go, sometimes in our lives, we all have pain. Okay? And you're just going through the tune rather than going into really trying to sing and over singing. Just go for finding the tune and recreating the tune in a more talky style. Lovely Day. It's a bit more melodic. When I wake up in the morning, love. Sunlight hurts my eyes, but it repeats. Something without wanting love. Bed's heavy in my mind. But the thing about that song is that most people know it at least a little bit, and it's really easy to follow the melody. So those are really, really good for complete beginners. Now, if you're someone who naturally has a high voice and you find it challenging to go into your into your chest voice, into your lower register, or you would just like to strengthen your lower register, the following songs are really good for that. Back to Black, again, by Amy Winehouse. Really, that's really quite down there. Eternal Flame. Close your eyes, give me your hand. I'm not over singing any of these. We don't need to go, close your eyes, give me your hand, darling. You don't have to do all of that at the beginning. You just go for finding the tune. Close your eyes, give me your hand, darling. Do you feel my heart beating? Okay. It does go higher. Do you feel the same? But it's only a little bit. Is this burning? That's fine. If you want to work on chest voice, then just work on chest voice and leave those high bits out until you've worked on your head voice. But if your head voice is already you're quite confident there, it's likely that you're able to sing those higher parts for that song anyway. Ain't No Sunshine, another Bill Withers song. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. It's not actually in that key, it's in a lower key. Also got Don't Cry by Guns N' Roses. So again, it's a very, very simple melody, and it's low enough for you to be able to sing in your chest voice, even if you have a low voice. Songs for improving breath control. Please Don't Stop the Music by Rihanna. Now, it's great for breath control because it's very, very wordy. I wanna take you away, let's escape into the music, DJ let it play, I just can't refuse it, like the way you do this, keep on rocking to it, please don't stop the, please don't stop the, please don't stop the music. Yeah, you need to figure out where to breathe, it's very, very wordy. And then we've got Mamma Mia by ABBA. Who doesn't love a bit of ABBA? Even if you're telling yourself you don't, I bet you do secretly. Mamma Mia, we know how that goes. Here I go again. It's kind of relentless. ABBA songs tend to be pretty relentless. Those two, Anna Fried and Agneta, are amazing singers. They're brilliant, brilliant songwriters, Benny and Bjorn. And as a group, as a band, they're a brilliant band, musically flawless. Again, Mr. Brightside, as I said earlier, really good for breath control. Beautiful by Christina Aguilera. So if you feel it's too high for you, but it's the right key, you could sing it the octave down if you feel it's too high, or you could use it to combine strengthening your high voice and your vocal and your breath control at the same time. And then All My Life by the Foo Fighters, another nice low one, very wordy. All my life I've been searching for something. Didn't take a breath there. All my life I've been searching for something. Something never comes, never leads to nothing. Nothing satisfies, but I'm getting closer to the prize at the end of the rope. It's relentless lyrically, and those are all really good for breath control. Okay, and finally, for this video, songs for improving head voice, so that part of your voice. 1,000 Years by Christina Perri. How does it go? Heart beats fast, colors and promises. How to be brave. See, I even ran out of breath there. I didn't take enough breath, right? I have died every day waiting for you. Darling, don't be afraid. I have loved you for 1,000 years. So you have to decide where is right for you to breathe, and so I should have put that in the breath control. I think I'm going to add it to breath control as well. But but it's also really good for soft singing and for developing your head voice. So in the song, she doesn't sing the whole song in head voice, but you can when you're learning how to sing in head voice. Stay with me, Sam Smith. Oh, won't you stay with me? Now, he pretty much always, not completely always, but pretty much always sings in head voice, and he has a very, very strong head voice. This ain't love, it's clear to see. And then Cry Me a River by Justin Timberlake. Cry me a river, cry me a river. Now what's good about Cry Me a River is that the pre-chorus, you don't have to say what you did, is in chest voice as well for most people. Well, not for most people, for most female singers or people who have a naturally high voice. So you could use that if you wanted to work on moving between your chest register and your head register if you're not quite working on mix yet. If you're not sure what I'm talking about when I say chest voice, head voice, mix, we've got 4 vocal registers. We've got fry, which is you're not really vocalizing, but you can add it to vocals. We have chest voice, which is our lower register. We've got head voice, which is the kind of singy, high, kind of more airy, more pure part of our voice. And then we have whistle, which is at the top of our range. So for practicing head voice, we've got One Last Time by Ariana Grande as well. One last time. I don't actually know the song, but you know where it goes, right? If you're an Ariana fan. Irreplaceable by Beyonce. Don't you ever for a second get to thinking you're irreplaceable. You could aim for singing most of the song in head voice. And then we have Motion Sickness by Phoebe Bridgers. And I'm going to be honest with you, I'm a bit embarrassed to say this. I only heard of this yesterday, so it's November 2024. And one of my private one-to-one students was using it to work on his head voice. And I went on watched the video, and it's got 17 million views. So, you know, every day's a learning day. And that's one of the things I love about teaching, is I'm always learning from my students. Now, if you've been watching this and you're thinking, well, actually, Carrie, you know, I've been watching your videos or I've been watching other people's videos, and I'm still really not quite sure how to access my head voice or how to control my breath properly. And I've tried everything, and you're thinking, well, maybe I should have some singing lessons. Well, if you'd like to have some singing lessons with me, then I recommend that you book a consultation. Go into the description, find where it says book a singing consultation, get yourself booked in. We'll spend about 30 minutes together having a chat about where you are and where you'd like to be with your singing. And I'll listen to you sing and give you some feedback. And if it's a good fit, then we could be working together in just a few weeks. Now, please only book this if you know that you're serious about singing and are interested in taking singing lessons. Booking this consultation doesn't mean that you have to take singing lessons with me. It's just going to give you a chance to find out if it's the right thing for you at the moment. So I trust that this video has helped you to understand more about choosing the right songs as a beginner to help you to develop different areas of your singing. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Stay hydrated. Ciao!